What's up, guys? Giancarlo Bodoni here for another video. I'm here with my friend Ty. He's going to help me out today. Guys, we're going to talk a little bit about technique that I like to use to maintain the back in the gi. Okay, so a lot of times when we're on the back, if the guy starts to misalign his body with mine and I start losing the back, particularly talking about the underhook side, this is something I like to use when I have my hand underneath, okay, on bottom. So I'm going to be here on my opponent's back, okay? We're going to have a seatbelt and I'm going to have both my hooks in. So when I'm here, his goal is going to be, he's going to have hands locked in over here, defensive, and then he's going to be trying to misalign his shoulders and his hips, okay, and start putting his back on the floor, okay? So if I'm not careful here, he's going to be able to slip my bottom hook, start getting his shoulders to the mat, and then start bringing his elbow in between and start going to the escape, okay? So what I like to do from here in the gi is, like, when I start losing the back, okay, and I start to feel that I'm on the underhook side over here and he starts escaping to this bottom side, I want to start gripping over here on the opposite lapel, on the far side lapel, okay, because this is going to slow him down a lot, okay? I can keep the seatbelt, but the lapel is going to give me a lot more power, a lot more control over here of his upper body, and it gives me a free hand to work with, okay? So let's say he starts kind of shuffling his shoulders out, coming out this way, and he starts clearing my bottom hook, okay? As his back starts to hit the floor, if I keep my back or my chest to the ceiling and my back towards the mat, I'm gonna start losing my connection to his back, okay, my chest to back over here. So what I want to do is, as I feel him start to escape and I have this cross lapel, maybe clears my bottom hook from here, I'm going to step over. So I'm going to bring this hook as high as I can. Even if he keeps it maybe trapped, that's not a big deal. But if you can, if you feel that you're able to step over and hold him here for a second, that's going to help stop his hips slipping down. And then my second hand over here is going to come to work on the collar. So I go to the top collar over here. Okay, so at this point I have double lapels. And now, instead of staying here with my chest up, I'm actually going to put my head on the floor. So I place my forehead right underneath his, okay, because he's trying to get his head below mine. So I want to keep my head as low as I can to his, and I use my bottom leg to start driving off the ground and coming up to my knee, okay? And now I start to expose his back off the floor a little bit. Now I want to drive into him so that I get a pushback reaction. If I just stay here, he's going to keep putting his back on the floor. I want him to start pushing back into me. So I'm going to, so coming back, I'm going to drive off my toes and force him to post that hand. And when I feel his resistance here, I'm going to bring everything back and tuck my knee under his low back and get him back to the other side and throw my hook in. So I'm on his back, and this underhook is going to be the arm that's on bottom, okay? So when I'm here, if I feel him start to escape, or maybe he separates my hands, that's another thing too, is like the guy might separate the hands over here. So you have to establish some kind of grip or he's going to be able to get out. So if I can't keep my hands locked, try to get this lapel, the cross lapel, okay? Because as he's on the underhook side here, that's going to slow him down. And if I can too, if he has my leg trapped over there, not a big deal. We can still do this move, but you want to try to hook this leg over, especially since you lost your bottom hook. That's just going to help maintain him here, okay? And now this hand comes over the top and grabs the top lapel, and I want as much as possible to keep my head under his. So if he's putting his head on the floor, I want to keep my head just below his and keep this cross lapel grip, start flaring the elbow, and my bottom leg comes behind me and I start driving into him until I see him post that hand. Once he posts the hand, we bring everything back, and I use this top grip to drag his body across, and my knee scoops under his body. We adjust our position, and we end up on the back on the other side. So again, from the opposite direction here, I'm right here. I have my seatbelt. He starts to put his back on the floor, maybe separates my hands, so I get a hold of the lapel. I need to keep some connection here. Top hand goes over, my head goes below his. Okay, now I drive. The hook that I lost, I can't just keep it here. I bring my foot behind me and I start to come up on this like tripod position, really driving into him. That's what I'm looking for him to push back into me so that I can roll him through and then retain my back position.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you like my video, please help me grow my channel. Just click subscribe over here. And if you want to see more videos, click any of the videos over here. And guys, if you want to see more in-depth instruction from me, check out my instructional courses at bjjfanatics.com. Os.